माता पितृभ्य नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Radhe Radhe everybody. I hope you all know what festival is going on today. Of course, it's Krishnastami. So today shall we know how Sri Krishna was born? All right. So first I'll tell you why Lord Vishnu takes an avatar on earth in human form. In the Bhagavad Gita, there's a sloka saying that यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. It means that whenever unrighteousness is on the rise and dharma is on the decline, the Lord manifests in human form. So this such an incident happened once in Treta Yuga, when Ravana and other asuras were so cruel to the people of Bhuloka. So soon, the same incident happened in Dwapara Yuga too. Kamsa, Jarasandha and the rest of the other asuras started tormenting the whole world. So Bhudevi or Mother Earth got saddened by this, and she took the form of a cow and went to Brahmadeva, the creator. She told him about her plight and requested, I carry mountains, forests, valleys, rivers, but still I do not feel a burden. But when people want me commit evil deeds, I feel a heavy burden. So please help me. She requested. So then all the gods went to Lord Vishnu, but he was not there. So when the gods prayed to him and he appeared in their minds and told them, I know what Mother Earth is facing. I will soon come as a human in Vrindavan. Hearing this, all the gods were very ecstatic. Lord Vishnu had told them that he would come as a boy in Vasudeva's home. On hearing this, all the Devas and Devis decided to appear as mortals on earth to witness the Lord's divine leelas. Lord Vishnu told them that his serpent Adishesha would come as his brother Balarama and that his wife Lakshmi ji would come as Rukmini. So all the Devas were happy, and soon the time came for the Lord to manifest on earth. The king of Madura was Kamsa. He was a very cruel asura, and once during his sister Devaki's wedding, he decided to drive her chariot himself and escort her to her home. So everything was well. It was a happy occasion. And then suddenly a divine voice boomed out in the skies and said, Kamsa, which person's chariot you are driving, that person's 8th child would be your death. Hearing this, Kamsa immediately rushed to kill Devaki. So on seeing this, Vasudeva, Devaki's wife, told him, why are you so scared on just hearing this voice? A person who's born has to die someday. Would this make you immortal? Asked Kamsa. But Kamsa did not listen to this. Then Vasudeva told Kamsa, alright, Devaki is not going to harm you. It's only her child. So, whenever Devaki has a child, I'll hand over that newborn to you. Hearing this, Kamsa's anger calmed down and he released Devaki. So, Devaki and Vasudeva settled in their home. Everything went on fine for a while, and then Devaki became pregnant and she gave birth to a boy. Vasudeva remembered his promise to Kamsa and had to give away the newborn to him. So he took the newborn baby to Kamsa. And hearing this, and on seeing Kamsa's heart was touched and he said, "My death is not at the hands of your first child, it's at the hands of your eighth one. So I won't kill this child. You can take him back." Naturally, Vasudeva was shocked. But he knew about Kamsa's mind and how he can change his mind any second. So, not feeling very pleased, he took the newborn baby to his home. And then the divine sage Narada visited Kamsa soon. He asked him, "Why did you spare Devaki's first child?" The Lord's Maya is very unfathomable. And then Narada drew 8 lines in front of Kamsa and told him, "If you count from this way, this one may seem right. But if you count from another way, another ones will be right." Hearing this, Kamsa understood that his death may occur at the hands of any son of Devaki. So then he killed all the newborns of Devaki and Vasudeva and imprisoned them. And soon the time came for Devaki to have her 7th child. All her 6 children were killed by Kamsa. But when she was pregnant with her 7th child, she suddenly realized that the child was not being born. Everybody thought she had undergone a miscarriage because of her fear of Kamsa. But it was not what had happened. The Lord has seen that Devaki was pregnant for the 7th time, and he told his power, Yogamaya, to transfer Devaki's child from her womb to the womb of Rohini, who was the first wife of Vasudeva. So Rohini lives in Gokul with Yashoda and Nanda. So it was a bit far away from Mathura, and Kamsa could not even think about what happened. Everybody thought Devaki has undergone a miscarriage. The Lord's Yogamaya had actually transferred Devaki's child into Rohini's womb. Because of this, the 7th child of Devaki, whose Balarama also came to be known as Sankarshana, or the one who was pulled from the womb of his mother. So Devaki was pregnant for the 8th time. It was the 8th day, or Ashtami. It was exactly at midnight that the Lord was about to come. First, the Lord entered Vasudeva's mind as a brilliant white light. And then the glow traveled to Devaki, and Devaki began to shine so brightly that Kamsa was terrified. She remained like a hidden fire, every time intensifying the fear in Kamsa's mind. So, precisely at midnight, the kettle drums were heard from the skies. The flowers of the earth came into full bloom. New waterfalls formed. The rain fell with such force. All the celestial beings were ecstatic, and all the sadhus realized that the Lord was about to come. Their minds were filled with joy. And then the Lord manifested as a little boy with 4 arms, each of his hands holding the couch, mass, discs, and lotus. It was like as if Lord Vishnu had transformed into a child and came in front of them. Devaki and Vasudeva were wonderstruck on seeing such a bright child. He was looking extraordinary. So Devaki told the Lord, "Lord, your brilliance has spread everywhere. Please do not show me." So Devaki told the Lord, "Please, Lord, hide this bright light of yours. Please do not show these evil people your form. They will never understand you." So Krishna replied, "Mother, I showed you this form because in your previous birth, you and Vasudeva did a tapas for moksha. But when I came before you, I used my Maya to delude your minds and make you ask for a wish to have me as your son. This is not the first time I came to you as your son. I wanted to remind you of your previous births That's why I showed you this form. And then the Lord told Vasudeva, quickly put me in a basket and take me to Gokul, to Nanda's house. So, Vasudeva did as the Lord told him. The moment Vasudeva put the Lord in a basket, the extraordinary form of Lord Vishnu was replaced by the form of a small, sweet newborn child. The gates of the prison opened at once, and all the guards were sleeping. Vasudeva carried the Lord in his arms and went away. And then when he reached the river Yamuna, by that time it was raining heavily. It was a heavy downpour. So he started walking through the Yamuna river, and the waters of Yamuna were rising so high that that the waters might have easily drowned Vasudeva. Krishna was confused. Why was Yamunaji rising so fast? Then he understood. She wants to touch my feet. So Krishna stretched his tiny feet out of the basket and touched Yamunaji's waters. The moment Goddess Yamuna felt his touch, she lowered her waters to normal, and Vasudeva crossed the river and reached the other side. To protect the Lord from the rain, Adishesha, the Lord, came and protected the Lord. So, and then Vasudeva went to the house of Nanda. Yashoda already had delivered her child. She was asleep because of exhaustion. So he placed his son near Yashoda's bed and he took her baby girl back with him. The moment Vasudeva reached the prison, the doors were all locked and the baby girl started crying loudly. The baby girl was none other than Lord Yogamaya. So, hearing her cries, the guards woke up and were panic-stricken to learn that Devaki had already given birth to her eighth child. The guards rushed in from Kamsa and he came back. He came to the prison at once. And then Devaki told him that it was a girl, not a boy. And the boys had said that his death would be at the hands of his boy, not a girl. She told him not to kill an innocent girl. But Kamsa would not listen. He flung the baby. He tried to fling the baby on a rock, but the baby slipped from his hands and she disappeared. And Goddess Durga appeared. She told him, "What would you get from killing me? Your death had already taken place in another village. Stop killing innocent children." And Goddess Durga vanished that moment. Kamsa released Devaki and Vasudeva from prison and he begged for forgiveness. Vasudeva told him that the world is under the force of time and death, and it was all Lord's Maya. And they went back to their palace. At that same moment in Gokul, all of Yashoda's friends rushed to her home and found out that she had given birth to a baby boy. They all quickly woke her up and told her, "Yashoda, wake up, you had given birth to a son. All your dreams have been fulfilled. Quickly wake up. You said you would distribute everything to the whole people. You said you would give charity. Take up what you have saved for this day." They told her. Many poets and saints had written many compositions about this incident. So then all of Yashoda's friends went to Nanda Maharaj and told him that his wife had gotten a son, and that all his austeres had borne fruit. So there was a big festival going on in Gokul now. The whole of Gokul came to visit Krishna, the little baby of Nanda and Yashoda. At that moment, everything was perfect in Gokul, and everybody wanted to hug the baby boy, to kiss him, just when he was in his cradle. Krishna was enchanting everybody present there. But after all, he's the Lord who was the origin of the all. He was the beauty of all the most beautiful things in the world, and everybody was attracted to him. So Yashoda was swinging him in this cradle, and everything went on perfectly for 6 days. So during this time, Kamsa started to think of plans by how he could kill this child. Then he knew a demoness called Putana, who was very deadly. So he summoned her and told her to kill every newborn who was born who was born in the previous 10 days. So Putana went to villages and killed many babies. So then she reached Kokul, and she saw that there were many festivals going on in a house. She knew it was the house of Nanda Maharaj, the king of Kokul. At that moment, Nanda Maharaj had to go to Mathura to pay the taxes. So he was not there. But many gopis were there with Yashoda. And they were all playing with little Krishna. Krishna was happily laughing with them. So Putana saw that she could not simply take the baby away like she did before. She decided to take the form of a beautiful woman and feed him her milk. So she smeared poison on her breasts, and she went into Nanda's house in the form of a beautiful lady. So all of Yashoda's friends were shocked on seeing such a beautiful woman. They asked her, "Who are you? Why did you come here?" She told them that she was a divine woman. She was a goddess, and she came to feed Krishna her milk. So all of them were mesmerized by her beauty, and they simply let her feed Krishna her milk. So she simply took Krishna onto her lap and started breastfeeding him. Krishna recognized Putana to be a demon. So he closed his eyes and started drinking the milk. And suddenly he squeezed her breast with his little hands, and then along with her milk she started sucking the life out of her. Then Putana couldn't bear the pain in her, and she started screaming. She ran out of Nanda's house, and her body turned to its demonic form. She fell down with that, and all the people of Vrija were horrified to see such a huge Rakshasa. Yashoda and the rest of the Gopikas saw that Krishna was lying on the demon's breast and playing happily. So all the people of Vrija were shocked. The people from Barsana and the other villages also saw the Rakshasa body. Putana's body looked like a huge mountain. So they came to see what had fallen, and they were horrified to see this Rakshasa. Yeah. And Yashoda quickly took her little Krishna with her back home, and she quickly fed him her milk and put him to sleep. She then did a ritual in which the boy would be protected from every demon and every asura. The rest of the Gopikas purified him, and they prayed for the protection of the boy. So this is how Krishna came to kill Putana the demoness. So I hope you all learned how Krishna was born. On the day which Krishna was born, it was the Ashtami of Shravana Masa. So that's when we all celebrate Krishna Ashtami, or the birth of our beloved little Krishna. Radhe Radhe. Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.